Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Sharpshooters Sports Talk. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives, and the six. Appreciate everybody in the house tonight. Appreciate all y'all coming up in here, man. Sorry for my tardiness and starting the show late, but we are in here now. But y'all already know, man, I got my main man in here, Alabama A&M zone, former football player, Coach Sean in the building.
What's going on to my brother Brinsky, everybody in the chat, all the Bama fans, all the college football fans. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, man. We up in here tonight, man. Appreciate everybody showing their love to the channel. And everybody that's in here, man. Thank you for subscribing and liking everything on the channel. Hopefully we can give y'all a good show tonight. And also, please drop y'all questions in the comment section. Because I already told y'all a million times, it's a down period. And we just want to answer everybody's questions and all that good stuff. Let's see who up in here. Got Nick up in here. What's going on, my brother? What's going on? Steven, what's going on? What's going on?
Steven.
Piano Man was going to be up here with us, but he's not feeling that well, but it's all good, brother. We're going to hold it down for you.
Hope you get well, Piano Man, for sure, bro.
Oh, yeah. Miss Susan, what's going on? JB, what's going on with you,
JB.
Man? Who else up in here? Else up in here? Y'all know some folks be running late. I don't want to call Dwight out because Dwight been early the last few times. KJ, what's going on with you, man? What's going on?
Little homie.
Larry, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Good to see y'all, man. Y'all come on in. Yep, and look at him. He said, yeah. He up in here. I just spoke you up, man.
Bishop. What up, Bishop?
Oh, yeah, Bishop up in here, man. What's going on, man?
Double L in here.
Oh, yeah. I said Larry. Yeah, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody, man. Just good to see everybody up in here, man, tonight. That's what I said, man. Make sure you guys drop y'all questions or whatever it can be. It can be SEC, it can be anything. Albums, anything. We just up here having a good time and all that good stuff. But I did want to talk about these. If anything, I want to talk about these SEC schedule times and all that. They released the schedule and they times, of course.
Fact.
And I think, man, I hope I saved it because I'm tripping. Y'all be patient with me because I was trying to upload all this when before we got up here. But we're gonna be talking about like the schedule times and everything. But what game? I just asked you this, Coach Sean, before I even loaded up. What game are you looking forward to? Just seeing overall, just like you can't wait.
I mean, it'd been easy for me to say Georgia, right? It'd been easy for me to say Georgia, but for me, man, just as a personal competitor, and with all the lip service that's been going on and all the woofing, I'm kind of looking at this Vanderbilt game, man. They quarterback doing a little too much damn talking, man. When the hell did Vanderbilt start running their mouth, bro? I get it. You beat us, you deserve to talk. But damn, he talking a lot, man. So I'm kind of looking forward to this Vanderbilt game. I'm this Vanderbilt game. I'm looking forward to putting some lashes to somebody's asses, man. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, he's still talking. He's still talking about he's sending out a warning to Alabama. Man, we gonna slap your shoes off, bro. So I'm looking forward to that Vanderbilt game. Sure, the Georgia game, we all know that's I don't even got to say that, but I'm looking when did Vanderbilt get to where they start talking like that? Hey man, humbleness is just around the corner. We got ours last year. They're gonna get theirs this coming up year.
He must say this recent because I know he just had an interview come out with Busting with the Boys that just came out. Were you referring to that interview?
I just seen an article where he was issuing a warning to Kelon Deboer in Alabama, and I was like, I ain't even want to read it. I just seen the headline, and it was, I was like, what? This dude's still going? So
be careful what you ask for now.
Yeah,
be careful what you ask for, because I'm telling you, this team is feeling a little bit different. It's a lot of guys that returned on that defense. They know how it felt to lose in Vanderbilt last year. So be careful what you ask for, man.
Shout out Coach Carl.
Coach Carl up in the building, man. We need you up here, man. Come on. He said, just got back home, tired as hell right now. I understand, man, if you can't make it up here, but I want you up here. Coach Sean wants you up here. The people want you up here. So thug it out for a little bit, man, if you want to. But if not, appreciate you anyway. But yeah, man, if he talking like that, man, yeah, we got something for him, for real.
Facts we do, man. Facts we do. And it's crazy because I get it, man. You beat Bama, you start feeling yourself. I understand. And you deserve to talk because they won. They deserve it. But hey, man, this is a new season. You writing a check that your teammates about to have to pay for. So we'll know soon enough. And I want the players to understand, in the history of the lifetime of Alabama football, as I've known it, I've never known. Sure, we know the dude from Vanderbilt talked a lot of stuff that one year, and we went out and put a beating on him. But I've never known Vanderbilt to be so cocky to where they talk crazy to Alabama on a regular like this. I hope the players are seeing this stuff, man. I really hope the players take some pride. This is why I say my generation is a little different than this new age generation, bro. Because, I get it, man. It's a new generation. These kids are all about social media but listen, man, when an inferior opponent can talk crazy to you upside your head, I come from a generation where, bro, we gonna focus on slapping your shoes off. Like, we gonna slap your sneakers right off your big toes, man. Like, you that's just what it was. We gonna focus on getting you, man. Like, we gonna really, really, really humble you, and you gonna know not to ever talk like that again. So I'm really, really, really hoping that the players are seeing how the world is disrespecting them. I really hope so. I hope they see that Alabama has been the bully for so long that when they start to see a chink in the armor, it's like everybody started feeling tough. Like, it's only one way to stop that. And that's to go out and become the team that you can be. You don't get no respect from TikTok dances, man. I don't give a damn. I don't care about your NIL. The only way you get respect in college football, you got to remember, basketball is a contact sport. They say football is not a contact sport, man. Football is a collision sport. The way you get respect is collisions, the most violent collisions that you can output on somebody else. That's what football is. Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a collision sport. It's a lot of collisions going on, and the only way you get respect is to amplify your collisions, right? Well, you got a lot of people talking crazy to Alabama. This Matt Moscona dude, which he do it for clicks and views. I get it. The most outlandish headlines get the eyeballs. I get it. But the way you make people like that shut their damn mouths is you go out and create collisions, the most violent collisions, right? And you put points on the scoreboard and come out with wins.
Yeah, man. It just those type of guys, man. I feel like, man, it need to be an ass whooping that he'll never forget. I'm talking about, like, you really need to just go out here and just really just destroy this team. And I feel like that's what I believe that's what they're gonna do, because, man, they play the game, man. I believe it's like pride on the line, and I don't think they want to go out there and lay an egg, because they go out there and lay an egg, man, it's gonna look really, really crazy on them playing like that, man.
Bad.
But and Piano Man said, in my generation, Vandy would be scared to speak our name. Yeah. Very, very scared.
Guess what that is? Because in Piano Man Day and our day, we would never have lost to them, right? When I ain't mad about a team. Like when Georgia fans talk, I don't really even get mad at Georgia fans. They just feeling confident. I don't get upset at Georgia fans, man, because hell, they've won. I mean, they actually deserve to talk. You've beaten everybody. You don't beat Alabama, but we didn't take care of our end of the bargain, right? We didn't uphold our end of the bargain to dare walk around with our chest stuck out. So when Georgia fans talk, it really don't even bother me, man. They've won, they've been successful in the last couple of years. They deserve to say whatever the hell they want to say. That's just what it is. We can't, as Bama fans, talk our stuff about winning championships years ago, and then when another team win 2 of the last 4, we tell them they don't got no business talking. No, that ain't how it go, bro. They've won the whole damn thing twice in 4 years. That deserves some lip service. So if they talk, I don't even get mad about it. Whatever, But beating Georgia is great, but beating Georgia and then losing to Vandy the next week sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not acceptable, bro. So when you hear Tennessee fans, LSU fans talking, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't like. What are you basing your talk off of? What have you won lately, bro? So I don't get it at all. Sure, Tennessee beat us one time in 16 years or whatever the hell it was, and we knew they was going to hold on to that win for dear life. We knew it, but at the same time, your team has done nothing. You sniffed the playoffs finally for once, went down to Ohio State with your shirts off in the cold and got your asses whipped with an H, not a W. You know what I mean? You got embarrassed on national TV in front of 11 million people, right? So if that had been my squad, Alabama, I would probably be shutting the hell up and trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do with our next move instead of worrying about Alabama. So that's a win will shut all of this stuff up. It'll cancel all this talk right now because everybody thinking they see chinks in the armor. Everybody thinking Alabama's fell off. We didn't do anything to pull them away from that notion, right? We didn't help ourselves at all. So this is the year, man. This is the year. Either put up or shut the hell up. This is the year right here. I don't care about NIL. Let me take that back. I don't care about how much you're getting. Let me say that. I'm glad you're getting your monies. I'm glad these kids are doing their thing. Lord knows I wish we had when I was in school. But what's the saying they say? Keep the main thing the main thing.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
It's time to go out and shut some people up, man. Got ACC fans in Miami talking. This just never happened to Alabama. Everybody in the country disrespects you more than Alabama has been disrespected in recent memory. That has got to kick you in the ass somewhere and make your pride kick in and make you understand. Devontae Smith was 174 pounds at Alabama. He didn't get good like that just because he stared at the judge machine every day after practice. No, that boy worked his ass off, man. Like working is a part of this. Devontae was always talented. We know that. But all those 500 catches at the end of practice, 150 catches at the end of practice, that's why he's great. That's why. Ryan Williams is awesome. We know that, right? You got your strengths. Work on your weaknesses. Work on going across the middle in mesh routes. Work on becoming more physical. Work on getting off the line of scrimmage when people paying press on you. Everybody know you can run a deep route. Everybody know you can catch that thing deep. Work on blocking. Work on all the things that they said that you can't do. That's what Alabama football is about, man. Alabama football is about taking your weaknesses, making them not a weaknesses, and going out and putting lashes to people's asses. That's what it is, and we hadn't done that of late. So I'm waiting to see it get done this year.
Oh yeah, man. It like you said, man, it's put up a shut up time, man.
Yeah, facts.
That's really all it comes down to, man. A lot of guys really we're gonna see who really wants to be here, who has pride. I want guys like a lot of people took offense to what Malachi did last year after that Vanderbilt game. I was one of them that did not care because he showed that pride of Alabama that Jonathan Allen, the Reuben Fosters, the Marlon Humphreys, the Minka Fitzpatrick, all those guys, CJ Moses, all those guys they damn near would have fought everybody in the locker room who even had a smile on their face. Like, bro, the standard is you're not living up to the standard. You're basically living off our name, and you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything to represent the University of Alabama. So, man, a lot of those guys got to put up this year, man, and show like who they really are, man. Because a lot of these guys are remembered not only because of the championships that they won, because their heart, their soul, they gave a lot to the program. They wasn't selfish. You knew they, even in a loss, they gave 110%.
It's facts.
Even when they gave 110%, they like, man, I could have played better. These guys just like, we had some guys last year, you can just tell like, oh, I just did enough. It's cool. Haha, I got my NIL money. Haha. Well, we won this or whatnot. Like you said, and the one thing that really stood out, what you said, like Georgia has won, even though they haven't won in the last 2 years, but they won back-to-back national championships.
That's facts.
Last time I checked, we ain't won since 2020. That was COVID.
That's
I don't care if Georgia ain't win 40. They win a 40-year stretch without winning. Well, that streak is over. And that's over with now, man.
And to be quite, and I gotta say this, and to be quite frank, bro.
Go ahead.
When you listen, we know how hard it is to win a championship, right? When you argue with another fan who's won, I'm trying to think, how can I say this without? I'm not into telling people how to be a fan. You know me. You know, I don't call people fan bases this and that, and I'm not the fan instructor, right? You know how some of these dudes will try to tell you how to be a fan. You can't do this, you can't say that. I don't give a damn about none of that. You can do it, tweet me to death and talk me to death in the comment section. I don't care about none of that.
Yep.
I'm just telling you what my personal shit is. This is what I think. What's up, Trappanil? Shout out Trappanil. For me, I don't even argue with Georgia fans because it's too much ammunition that they can say to hurt my feelings. Does that make sense? I don't want to argue with no fan base whose team has been more successful than mine. I don't give a damn about if we beat them 100 times. They won the Natty. What's more important? What's more important, winning one game or winning the whole damn enchilada? I don't like arguing with Georgia fans because right now Georgia fans have a lot of ammunition to hurt my damn feelings. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm not going to sit on there and go back and forth with no Georgia fans, make myself look like a damn fool because that team has been more successful than mine in the overall picture. I don't give a damn that which one would you rather have? I'd rather for Georgia to beat us 4 straight times and we still win the Natty than the other way around. Right. We won the Georgia game. Who gives a damn? You didn't win nothing. You didn't win nothing. That team done won 2 of the last 4. That speaks loud as hell. They got 2 rings in the last 4 years, bro. My team don't have nothing in the last 4 years but the Georgia game. Well, that ain't enough for me. That ain't enough for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm not, I don't like arguing with you. I got Georgia friends, man. I don't like arguing with them because they can say things that hurt my damn feelings, and I have to eat it and act like I'm not hurt. Y'all lost to Vandy. That's all they talk about. That hurt my feelings, man, because we did. Look how Oklahoma did y'all. Ha, ha, ha. That hurt my feelings, man, because that's the truth. So I don't like arguing with no fan base whose team has been more successful than mine. You know what I'm saying? And all I can say is we beat y'all. Well, in the grand scheme of the stuff, that don't mean nothing, right? Because you got your ass whipped 7 days later by an inferior opponent. So, no, I refuse to argue with a Georgia fan. When Georgia fans come in my live or at work, you got that, bro. You got that. I'm going to wait until I can talk some stuff, right? So I tried to argue with no fan base that's more successful than mine. And they have been, over the last few years, they have been more successful than Alabama, even though we beat them in head-to-head matchup. That team has been more successful than we have over the last 4 or 5 years. And for that reason, I don't want to argue with them. That's just my personal, I don't like getting my feelings hurt. I don't like people bring up the Vanderbilt game and Oklahoma game and how bad Jalen played in this game. They don't talk about the good games he had. So it's a lot of ammunition, B-Sharp, that they have right now. And ain't really much I can say, but we beat y'all. And after a while, that get old. That's all I can say. It hurts my feelings. So I don't like arguing with no Georgia fan. I just don't.
Yeah, man. And I think the whole thing really, I'm glad that we touched on that before we even start talking about the schedule and the times and stuff. Man, it's all about what have you done for me lately.
That's fact.
It doesn't matter what you did in 92 or 2009, 2011, 2012. You know how long ago that was? You not know how long ago that was. I
That's
was
facts.
not married. I was in college.
That's
Like,
facts, man.
I didn't even have a child, man. So like that was a long time ago, man. We gotta let them days go, man. Gotta
Because
let
right
them days
now, brother, we're not running college football.
at all.
You can lie to yourself if you like. Alabama's not running college football right now. I mean, I know the fans don't like hearing that, but I'm a truth teller. See, I'm not one of these Bama sites that's gonna lie to you and these glasses see crimson, and when I fart, the smoke be crimson. Man, forget all of that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You can like it or not like it. I respect you and I love you, but I don't really give a damn. I'm telling you the truth, bro. We're not running college football right now.
You
We're
can't
just not.
You can't piss on my head and tell
No,
me that it's raining.
I can't.
No.
You know, I don't understand how no fan of Alabama can feel good right now. You know, it's good to look forward to the future and all the
Always.
good things we have going. That's a positive thing, right? But the lasting memory is us getting our asses whipped by Michigan again. That just bothered me, bro. That bothered me. So I'm not gonna be happy until we win, bro. Winning cures everything.
And just to really just put a pin in it, man. Just if everybody think about it, okay, we beat Georgia the last 2 times since we lost to them in the national championship. Each time that we beat them, we lost the next game.
It's facts.
Went on to play Michigan in the playoffs, and we lost it. We blew it. We gave up. All we needed was one stop.
That's it.
And we blew it. We could have been playing in the national championship game, and it didn't matter who we played that next game. We would have either had a rematch with Texas, or we would have played Washington. And if we play Washington, you couldn't tell me that we weren't gonna beat them boys that night if we played them.
That's facts,
But Michigan beat us. Then we beat Georgia last year, and we lost to Vandy. I'm like, man, what is the incentive? Like, yeah, we could talk mess to Georgia fan, like, oh, we beat you.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole thing, like, well, we had the latest rings or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, there ain't nothing we can do about it. So
yeah,
just
we can
really
do about
put
it,
up,
bro.
shut up.
That's my point. What you just said, B Sharp. Shout out to Nick Harbor. Nick said Ohio State is the best team right now, and that hurts. It does. It hurts me if any team outside of Alabama is better, right? Don't look now, but we lost to Texas at home. We lost twice to Michigan in the same damn year. We lost to Oklahoma. We lost to Vandy. Hey, look, man, we're not the best in college football right now. I don't care what you think. You can think what you want. That's the great thing about the country we live in. You're welcome to tell yourself whatever the hell you want. The truth is in the details, man. And the details is right now, as of today, as of June 17th, we're not the best team in college football right now until the season starts and we get on the field and show it. That's just the bottom line.
That's what I said, man. What do y'all really want to be, man? They're like, bro, the arguments that we've been making has been like Auburn arguments for themselves. Like,
exactly. We sound like them. We beat you.
6 straight years. But what do you have to show for those 6 straight years?
Man,
you have nothing to show for. Just say we beat Alabama. That's it.
My cousins, bro. I got so many cousins who they go back and forth with the Georgia fans, man. My cousin Nico, my first cousin, my mama's sister's son. Me and this man sit on my couch and probably argued an hour about Georgia and Alabama and how's Georgia this and how's Georgia. Bro, when you hear the Georgia fans delusional talking about they're the standard now, let me explain to you why they think that. They're not thinking that just because they won two, right? Two don't make you the standard, right? We all know that. 2 ain't even no dynasty, right? The reason why they think that is they've won 2 on the top of us being so bad. That's why they think that. We're the only competition that they look at around the country because they know we put our foot in there, you know what, over and over and over. It's the fact that they've won coupled with we've been bad by Bama standards. We've not been bad, but by Bama standards, we've been bad, right? It's both of those. That's the sandwich that Georgia's eating right now to make them feel themselves. It's not that they just won. It's the fact that Bama, their arch nemesis, is not doing well. You know, and that's just what it is, brother. but we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
But just a
Katrina.
transition. Yeah, Katrina, what's going on? Good to see you up in here. Who else jumped in here? Stephen G. Hey
Stephen
man,
G.
y'all 1 win away, man. 1 win away from the NBA championship now. Y'all 1 win away.
Facts.
Who else up in here? Felt like somebody was else in here. Trapinell, we already said you. Good to see y'all, man. Kim, I didn't feel like we said anything to you. Glad you are up in here.
Kimberly.
Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, of course, always. And make sure you tell a friend, come on over and support. And got a big announcement, big interview. We're gonna do it tomorrow. I didn't want to announce it until I had to make sure my guy, Coach Sean, was here. I wanted to make sure that he was gonna be here for sure, and may have Todd and the other guys up here, just depending on how everything go. But got a big announcement for the show, end of the show. But just stay tuned. You're gonna see somebody big up here tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned there. But of course, we was talking about that schedule release and whatnot. And I put the schedule up here and the times and all that. Well, I'm acting like I did it. I ain't do anything. But a lot of big games. It's very, very blurry. Hopefully y'all can see it because it got real blurry for me a little bit. But that first week, they got Alabama A&M. Y'all going up to Arkansas, man.
Yeah.
Facts. Going up in 4-15. Yeah, man. They always try to have one of those games up there. Hopefully, A&M shock them too.
I hope, man. But you know how that goes.
Yeah, I already know.
Them scholarships, man, make a hell of a big difference, bro.
Oh yeah, trust me. I'm trying to see what game really stand out. That September 13th got Florida and LSU on ABC. That one is going to be a big game. I thought Florida was going to Florida going to LSU.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I kept thinking LSU going down there, but oh man, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, you got Michigan and Oklahoma. That's going to be a good one on September 6th. Any of these games stand out to you so far for the first 3 weeks of the season?
Yeah, I like that Ole Miss at Kentucky. I like that that Michigan at Oklahoma. I like that. I even like that Wisconsin at Alabama. You know, you got a bunch of Big Ten SEC matchups. I see. That same weekend, Georgia's at Tennessee. So you got Michigan at Oklahoma. You got Wisconsin at Alabama. You got Kansas at Missouri. You know, a lot of out-of-conference games going on that week, man. And then when you go back in conference, we got Georgia at Tennessee. Well, that's the next weekend, I think. Yeah, that's the next weekend.
You usually, you know how the season starts. You get all those
facts
out-of-conference games.
Yeah, out-of-conference games and stuff. And I kind of like that, man. I like having the games against the Big Ten. Utah State at Texas A&M. Austin P. It's a couple of games out that week is going to be really even Arizona State at Mississippi State. Ball State is not very good. LSU, Auburn should destroy them, but yeah, man, I there's several games that weekend, one after the other, that I think are very interesting because they're out of conference games that really let you gauge yourself against a foreign opponent, one that you probably won't never see to the end of the season if they do well. So I like it. I love it, man. I love the first couple of weeks of the season.
Man, I'm actually kind of surprised a little bit, only because I don't think I ever seen Georgia and Tennessee play this early in the season. It just
facts. Yeah.
It's super early that they playing on September 13th. That's going to be a big game for Georgia going into that stadium. It's not going to be an easy one whatsoever, man. It's not going to be easy for them at all when they go in there. Though I said that Florida and LSU game is going to be a good one. But I'm really intrigued on that old Oklahoma and Michigan game.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Let me
It's
see what. Go ahead.
it's gonna be at Oklahoma. Michigan is struggling right now at quarterback, man. I know they
Mhm.
paid the young man all the money, but they're struggling right now, at QB. So that money will command that he starts. But from what I read, the young man wasn't adapting to college very well. Picked up some weight, that old lazy factors kicked in. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you got a couple of, couple million, couple M's in your bank account, you know, it make it easy to go spend about $5,000 at the Cheesecake Factory, I guess.
That's what. KJ wanted me to ask you about Kelon. How would
What's
they
up?
use him?
If I had to assume, which is all this is an assumption, a lot of pre-snap movement. I would use him with a lot of pre-snap movement. Kid got a quick release. A lot of pre-snap movement. We hadn't always done that enough in the past at Alabama. Um, the route tree would be wide open with Kelon. He can throw from the other hash across the field. A lot of split zone, inside outside zone, a lot of wide receiver screens. I'd even put him in the pistol, based off his skill set. A lot of the similar stuff that Sark done, just not quite as much ripping Leah's motion like that. I think Kelon, he can throw any route. I really believe that. A lot of 12 personnel at times, you know what I'm saying? So I really believe that Kelon can excel. I don't think any part of the field will be limited. I don't think he's limited in hitting any part of the field. A lot of quarterbacks can't reach a lot of different spots in the field. But I really believe they'll use a lot of pre-snap motion with this kid. Really give him a chance to extenuate his matchups on the outside. I don't think a lot of teams, I think him being a young kid, teams will go single high safety against him to stop the run game. I think if he go vert a couple times, I think obviously the smart thing to do is go back to two safeties. Smart defensive coordinators will play with his mind. What's up, Lynn? Shout out to Lynn, man. Shout out to Lynn for sure. Pre-snap Ephraim is like before the snap, they'll bring somebody across the formation. Usually if somebody follow him across, like say the count is said go. On said, somebody will start coming across the formation. Maybe one receiver will come from one side to the other side. What that does is it tells the quarterback if they playing man or zone. What's up, Coach Carl? If the guy comes with him, not every time, but most times the guy goes with him, they playing man. They may be trying to disguise it. They may be trying to match on the back end. Pre-snap motion really gives the quarterback kind of an outline of where to go with the football early. Yeah, motion, but it's just before the snap. That's why they call it pre-snap. You know what I'm saying? You have people like Sark that may run. He has what we call orbit motion, where he'll bring somebody across the formation, see if you follow him, then he'll bring him back across the formation again. Orbit motion. We did that to Ohio State in the national championship when Devontae went crazy. A lot of orbit motion to see who followed him. What that does, it creates matchups. It tells you whether to go with the ball. Oh, he got him. Okay, bet. It's kind of a cheat code for your quarterback to see what the defense is doing, to see if they're in man or zone, no matter how they line up, to see where your matchups can possibly be. If you got a great receiver like Devontae, it'll tell you who's got him, especially if the man follow him across his motion. So it does a lot for the quarterback, man. It does a lot for the quarterback. I think we got away from that a lot last year. And when we did run pre-snap motion, it was only to come back to this quarterback counter read stuff that we ran so much. So I think that'll help Kelon a lot. I really enjoy the fact that Kelon can hit anybody across the field. No route. Believe it or not, some quarterbacks can't throw some routes. I know quarterbacks that can't throw deep digs without rolling them out, depending on how tall they are. Sometimes quarterbacks need their rollout to see the whole field. A lot of quarterbacks can't just take a 5-step drop or 7 and see the entire field, right? So Kelon being 6'3", I think. Yeah. I think that kid won't have no issue dropping back in a regular 3-step or 5-step drop without rolling out and really dissecting the defense and picking them apart. So there's a lot of things you can do with him. With Ty, I just don't know yet because the sample size has been so small. Ty's athletic as hell. He can run all the counter read stuff we ran with Jalen Milroe. I think Ty's short ball, intermediate ball is a little bit better. I don't know if his deep ball is better, but I know his intermediate ball might be better. So, we'll see. We'll see, KJ. We'll see, man. It's a lot of different things you can do with these quarterbacks, and the running backs will help in the pass game as well.
But before we move on, man, of course, our guy is in the building. He said he was tired just getting in, and he came up anyway.
Yes,
our
sir.
guy, Coach Carl. What's
Coach
going on?
Carl, the broski.
Going on?
How y'all doing out there in the chat room tonight?
No, not much, man. Everybody just in here showing love, man. I told him got a big announcement at the towards the end of the show. Big interview tomorrow. I give y'all a hint, man. It's somebody I talked about numerous folks plenty of times on this show, talk highly of him, man, only because I know him personally and had conversations with him, and can't wait for you guys to you're going to be introduced to all of them very, very soon. But this one is a recruit, a good friend, like a little brother. So definitely can't wait for that. But we're gonna move on with the schedule a little bit more. Lynn said he was heading to North Carolina, heading over there to Asheville. Man, it sounds like you own some NASCAR stuff up there, Lynn.
Hey, yeah, he about to head to Asheville. That's Nashville.
Yeah, well, but we feel good about him too, Lynn. Hopefully, everything pan out the way we want the season to go. But these are a lot of games. We got the 20th, we got September 20th, September 27th, October 4th, October 11th, October 18th, October 25th, and November the 1st. And some of the games I know that just catch my eye just instantly. It's on flex time, but that Texas and Florida game, I can expect that game to be a night game. Because they put that flex time on there, but it's more than likely going to be a night game. That Auburn at Oklahoma, that's going to be a night game. That's going to be a real, real good game just to see, because Oklahoma has gotten better. Auburn has gotten a lot better. And it will be Jackson Arnold returning to Oklahoma. So you already know them folks going to be crazy up there. So definitely can't wait to see how that's going to go. Oklahoma has done a lot in this offseason. I believe they had one of the best offseason because I thought they were going to lose David Stone. They retained him. I think they got I forgot my guy name out of Missouri. I forgot his name just that quick. William Neri. I forgot how to pronounce his name. If they got him, I always say him, but I'm not sure if he went to Oklahoma. But if he did, that means two of those guys that was in that class, the top two guys at the defensive line, are on the same team at Oklahoma, and they are straight dogs.
Yep.
And they are straight dogs, and they kept them there. They got Hart in there at running back. I'm hearing a lot about the quarterback that came from Washington State. I'm starting to like him more and more the more I see him and actually looked up highlights and watched. I forgot what game that I watched that just little highlights and stuff. But from what I was seeing, man, he was throwing that ball, man. He liked that for real. So John Mateer, that's his name. John Mateer. Yeah. He's gonna be a problem. I can already tell.
Yeah.
What games stand out to y'all, man? I just named a few of them. Like I said, that Auburn Oklahoma game. That I seen another, but I forgot where it was. But what games stand out to y'all? It's a whole bunch of them. These now we pretty much in SEC play for real now.
Honestly, let me look at this thing. I think that LSU at Ole Miss gonna be a powerful game.
Yeah. Ole Miss at Georgia gonna be kind of crazy.
Yeah. Georgia get revenge on Ole Miss for what they did to them last year.
Yep.
Beat down in over there in Oxville.
October 25th, us at South Carolina. Watch out for that game.
I think we got to circle that 3 times.
That's a fact, man.
Texas
That's a fact.
A&M LSU that same night. So.
That same night, man. That's crazy.
Crazy part about it, I'm looking at that South Carolina. You know they got it flex. I'm thinking that they're gonna have a South Carolina night game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Facts.
If it's a flex, man, you might well go ahead and count it now.
Yeah, that stupid Ric Flair entrance. That
Mm-hmm.
dun dun dun. It's crazy.
Blackout game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I already see it.
Oh yeah, man. I'm trying. Coach Sean, any games stand out to you? Of course, the Alabama and Georgia game, September 27th. They already got that. Once anything is on ABC, you know it's big time.
Yeah, man. I it's few of them out there, man. I think that Auburn Texas A&M game is going to be very important for Auburn. You know, it's a 7:30 p.m. game. Oh no, that's that Georgia Alabama. That Auburn Texas A&M game is an afternoon game. That's a very important game to Auburn, man, because with their schedule, if Auburn don't win that game, it just don't set up for them well for the rest of the season. If they can sneak into Texas A&M and get them a win, man, you know, that might be a look out for Auburn, bro. Look out, because you know, Jackson Arnold, I personally think that kid gonna play well. You know, I any kid who is a competitor like that gonna play well. You know, I understand why he transferred from Oklahoma. They went with the younger kid. Then you got Mateer transferring in. I don't think that scheme really fit him well. You know, that West Coast type stuff, short passing. I think Jackson Arnold, because he's a weapon with his feet. You know, this kid's a weapon with his feet, man. I think he's a better passer than Peyton Thorne. I think using Peyton Thorne the way Hugh Freeze did is going to help them. I think Auburn going to be a problem, man. I really do.
Man, I think the Florida State game is going to I think the Florida State game is going to stand up for University of Alabama's first game of the year. Going to set the tone. Florida State's going to be much more improved.
That's facts.
Yeah, man. That quarterback, man, he's a monster, man. Coming out of Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Bill O'Brien had a falling out. What a surprise. And it just seemed like Bill O'Brien don't know what the hell he's doing up there. But Bill O'Brien's an okay coach in college, so I have to give him his credit for that. But I wouldn't trust him as an offensive coordinator to save my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be some real good games, man. Of course, that Red River rivalry.
You think about it.
They say it's gonna when they say Dallas. I think it's already in Dallas already because of the Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl, yeah.
But I think I don't know if it's gonna be in Jerry World because I just can't.
It's always gonna be at the Cotton Bowl.
No, but I think they said they were doing upgrades to the Cotton Bowl, so I think they was gonna have it in Jerry World. I don't know who I heard that from. It was either Jay or Jason. That's why I wish one of them Oklahoma guys. If one of y'all still in here, man, y'all let me know.
If they move it into the Cotton Bowl, man, I mean to Jerry World, it may not never go back.
Oh no. They keeping it. They keeping it the Cotton Bowl. They not changing that because the state fair is right there. That's almost like tradition. They're not moving that. And Jerry World is like out the way.
Yeah, like miles out the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the state fair is like right there.
Yeah, I forgot about that state fair.
They not moving that. That's why I said it's just if it's just that game, it's just gonna be until that renovation. I don't know. That's why I said any Oklahoma guys in here, please let me know.
So they used to have that game right around the state fair. That game is kind of like the reason why the state fair still exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts, man.
But
another one y'all paying down fair October the 11th that Florida going to A&M. That's gonna be a game to DJ Ladd.
There's so many games in the SEC, man, that you could just pick, man. It's so many. That's why I don't even understand how anybody could argue with us that we got the toughest conference. I don't even see how nobody could even argue that, man.
They can't. They will.
It's facts.
Oh yeah, man. You know they're gonna argue with it. about stupid stuff, man. But that Texas ain't like, bro. This is literally the best conference in football. It's not even close. Big Ten is not even close to this. You would get games like this all the time. That's why I don't understand how CBS let the SEC just go away from them.
They don't want to pay their money, man. So you look at it. Just start the day off. You got Alabama at Missouri. Then you got the Cotton Bowl. Then you got Georgia at Auburn. South Carolina at LSU. Arkansas and Tennessee. Florida at A&M, a flex game, which probably gonna be a night game. Oklahoma go to South Carolina. Then you got well, that's it. Oklahoma, that's it. 6 A&M and Florida gonna be the nightcap.
Yeah. It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of them every week, man. Every week is something tough, you know,
like
crazy.
Yeah. I think before we go to the last one,
next
I think the last one I want to hit on, well, it's two of them because they right there back to back. You got that South Carolina Ole Miss and that Oklahoma Tennessee. That Oklahoma Tennessee is definitely going to be a night game.
Yeah,
depending on what their records look like. But will Tennessee get that get back from, because I said Tennessee, will Oklahoma get some get back? Because I've been saying it like all last year, and that's why when we talked to like Jason and Jay and all them, when they were like, oh, Alabama gonna come in there and roll all over us and all that, like Oklahoma had a good defense. The offense was the one letting them down for the most part. The defense wasn't letting them down. If you go back and look at that Tennessee game, they played great for the most part, but it was just they just kept being on the field. It was like 3 and out, but fumble, interception, like they just couldn't stay off the field because Jackson Arnold couldn't move the ball, but he just so happened to move the ball against us. But it is what it is. Ephraim said Florida got the hardest schedule again. Yeah, all they did was just flip-flop. But at least this year, they had more weapons. They had more recruits coming in this year. They have their quarterback in place. Billy Napier really positioned himself. The fact that he survived last year, and he really set himself up. I believe they can beat Miami this year. Because I believe Miami lost a lot. We're gonna see how Carson Beck and them play. Texas come to them. Like pretty much a lot of their hard games are at home, so they have an advantage. Only games I believe they go on the road for is LSU. LSU still defense is questionable right now. Who else? I said LSU, and it's one more that they have to go on the road for. I think Ole Miss. That's pretty much everybody else. They come to them, and of course Georgia and them.
They gotta go to Texas A&M too.
And they lost to Texas A&M last year, and I believe Texas A&M is a lot stronger. One of those teams that everybody really, really needs to watch out for. Marcel Reed has a good year. Do not be surprised if Texas A&M SEC championship game. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So I think Oklahoma would be the most improved team in the SEC this year. It's possible.
Can't count out Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Texas A&M is definitely. I put Texas A&M over them right now because all Texas A&M did was just a lot of their guys return. I like Desmond Ritz, who was with us. I wish he stayed with us, man. He's going to be a top-tier corner. They got Julian Humphrey from Georgia. They got that wide receiver out of NC State. Marcel Reed coming back. It's a lot of things setting up with Texas A&M right now. But don't sleep on Oklahoma. They got Nagy down there. That was a game changer. They got hard out of Cal, John Mateer. So it's definitely going to be big.
Facts.
Now let's go look at the last one. What we got on this one to top it all off. Got November 8th, November 15th, November 22nd, 28th, and the 29th. What games do I see there stand out? Of course, LSU, Alabama. What else is new? That's always gonna stand out. Iron Bowl always gonna stand out. Pretty much the last week is all rivalry week, and we know how that goes.
Yeah.
But
South Carolina, Texas A&M, Alabama, Oklahoma.
I mean, that's November 15th. That November 15th, man. Florida at Ole Miss. Texas at Georgia. Oklahoma at Alabama. South Carolina at Texas A&M. Arkansas at LSU. I mean, take your pick.
Hey, that may be one of the best weeks.
That November 15th is crazy.
Yeah, you see, it's a lot of flex.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And then they already had a night game with Missouri and Mississippi State. I believe Mississippi State gonna be a lot better than what they was last year. Man,
crazy.
Yeah, that Florida and Ole Miss game is gonna be really, really good.
Lit. That's probably gonna be one of those 11 o'clock games.
Hey, that Texas at Georgia ain't gonna be no joke.
Oh,
that's the 3:30 game, most likely. Yeah. Alabama, Oklahoma probably be a night game.
Hope so.
I hope it
I'm telling you right now, bro. That's going to be a night game.
Yeah.
I hope it be the 5 and not the 7, because then if it was a 5, I get out of Tuscaloosa right about 10:30. If it's a 7 o'clock, it'll be 12:45, 1 o'clock.
Look,
night.
Did you see what Piano Man say? Piano Man say November 15th would be the weed out week. Yeah. Facts, man. Is you a pretender or a contender? Which one? Which one?
Yeah. Yeah, man. What y'all think?
Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Lisa, man. Shout out to Lisa Fitzhugh. What's up, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. And Lynn, I think it was yesterday. I don't know. Was it? I said it to you today or yesterday. But happy belated birthday, my brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, it was Lynn's B-Day?
It was either yesterday or I said it this morning. I can't remember when it was. But I think, Lynn, was it today or yesterday? I can't remember when I told you happy birthday. But you already know, brother. Happy birthday.
Facts.
From all of us, man. You always show us love like everybody else. So, man, definitely appreciate you. Don't get too drunk up there in Asheville, man. I know I would. By that water, man.
That was
go ahead. But that it's gonna be really, really interesting, man, to see who's gonna be in that SEC championship game.
Facts.
It, of course, is always in Atlanta, but I cannot tell you. I think teams that can have some of the best chances, and I'm just going how weak their schedule is Texas.
Yeah,
have a chance. Texas A&M has a chance. Maybe Georgia in a way, but they're gonna have a tough schedule. We're gonna have
Georgia. Hey, Georgia, look at their schedule, bro. They don't got a cakewalk at all.
Oh no. That's why I said, oh no, they got a tough schedule right along with us. Florida has a tough schedule. It's pretty much a lot of those Texas teams that are set up in a great position to just find their way to Georgia. It's a lot of money. If it's Texas and Texas A&M, which I highly doubt because they play each other as the last game of the year, well, to close out the SEC season before the SEC championship game.
Yeah,
that's going to be a big time game, so we'll see.
Shout out to Lisa. Lisa, you're 100% right, man. I just don't like arguing with them because they got a small up on us right now, just a small one. And it makes me angry to argue with them because they always throw out our losses back in our face. And I end up going back and forth with them on the Twitter. I can't argue with no Georgia fan. They can make me mad, bro. Like, because what they're saying is true right now, you know, just for right now. But it's okay because good news going to come in the morning very soon.
I know, right?
Ain't no need to worry.
Yeah, what the power going to bring. Facts. Facts, man.
Oh man, he said it was yesterday. Like I said, man, I couldn't remember, man.
Later, bro.
Happy belated for real.
Definitely appreciate everything that you do, man. Keep it going. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the schedule, man. It's gonna be a lot of big time games. Hopefully, I always want the big time games to be at night so I can just be comfortable at night. I can be stressed out.
Facts.
And a lot of times I don't want it to be our team, to be honest, man. I don't like the stress. I feel like I get a lot of anxiety over the games a lot of the times, man.
Especially them 7 o'clock games. You be waiting all day like, good
man.
Lord. You know,
man, I couldn't tell you how I felt about that Georgia game. Like the build up to it last year, like, ooh, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. And I was just like, and then how we just got out on them early, and then we let them come back, and I was like, oh my God, man. The only thing I can think about is that I do not want to step outside this door come Monday and go to work. Because I got a co-worker that's a Georgia fan, and we was talking so much mess. And I said, boy, I can't wait to talk all this mess to him. Then they come back, and then, of course, the rest is history with Ryan, what he did. I was like, thank you, Jesus, man.
Shout out to Bama and 25. Shout out to Bama and 2025. And shout out to Mike Jones.
Oh, yeah. Bama and what's going on? Appreciate you jumping on in here, man. Appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for all y'all support.
Facts.
Who? Mike Jones. What's going on, my brother? Said Bama ending Georgia home win streak this year. Hey man, we gonna see. We gonna see. We got a chance. I thought it was gonna be Georgia Tech last year. They had the opportunity to do it, but they blew it because you up 2 touchdowns with like 5 minutes to go. You can't blow no lead like that. You can't do that.
King, man. King tried to be a superhero.
I'm about to say Dwight put this up here. It said today on the Miller's Edge, Kristen Miller asked, for the next 5 years, would you want 10 plus win seasons with no natty or 8 or 9 win season with a natty? There's no way you'll have an 8 or 9 season and be in that playoffs.
No.
I do not see it. So I don't even know how that question even came up.
You can probably go 9-3 if you win the SEC championship game and make it.
You think it'll be a 9-3 team in the SEC championship game?
So you probably could go 9-3 and win the SEC and get in the playoff, but the odds of winning 8 games and make it to the playoffs is kind of like it's gonna be hard unless they go to 16 teams or 24 damn teams or something.
I just don't see nobody like you have a 10 plus win team and then you got a 9 win team strolling to the SEC championship game. I just don't see that happening. Like everybody's gonna have to be double digits. I just don't see everybody just beating up on everybody like that.
Unless you got one of those years, man. Like you might have one of those years, Brisket, where everybody just comes out, jumps out, get on a good start, and then they start just falling off, man. You never know. It's football.
Man, the light shines on a dog ass sometimes, but I just don't believe it's gonna shine that day, man. It's like only year I can really think it did that was like that 07 season. And that's one of those rare seasons when it's just a slugfest for the most part.
JJ, what up?
JJ, what's going on, brother? Good to see you up in here, man. Good to see you up in here. Oh, Jason, he's at 8 games in the playoffs? No, 9 games, maybe.
Maybe, like I said, probably you maybe getting a 10.
And the only way you get in the playoffs if you playing in that championship game. And you more than likely have to win it. It's no way you're just in there at 9. I don't see
like last year, man. Like if Bama beat Oklahoma last year, we would have been 9-3, and then we would have went into the national championship game. I mean, we would have won into the SEC championship.
We would have had 10 wins.
Yeah, well, we was 9-3. We beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, we would have had 10 wins because Auburn made 9. Yeah, man, it's hard, man. You're not going. It's going to be hard in the SEC to just win 9 games and play in the SEC championship.
Our team, like Georgia was still down 10-2. Texas was down 11-1.
Only lost 1.
Yeah, so it was going to be hard then. But Bama was right there on the stretch. If Georgia Tech beat Georgia, we probably would have got in. So
Yeah, no, we would have got in. That would just.
Getting in.
I think we would have got in.
We was on the cusp of getting in at 9-3. So I mean, it just depends on who go down. It's a possibility, but it's a slim possibility for everybody. Multiple teams in the SEC, the top 5 losing 3 games. It's a slim possibility.
And he said, "I forgot your shirt. My bad." Well, my cousin had his football camp today in Tuskegee, the annual Frank Walker football camp. I couldn't make it out there today, but it's always a great turnout. Good to see kids out there. I seen one of the kids get his first offer.
Yeah.
Just based on the camp. So that's dope. But shout out to Aaron, head coach at Tuskegee, former great quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks to ever come through. Is the head coach. So appreciate that. And Jason, Ralph better have my shirt because I told him to. But yeah,
and
man.
Look, for Dwight, just for me to answer that question, if we just really gonna answer it, I'll take whatever the Natty is in. And whichever one got a national championship, that's the one I'll take. Easy peasy.
Yeah, because we didn't answer that question. So my bad on that, Dwight. Yeah. No anything with a Natty, man, you can talk. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
Yeah, I guarantee you, what year Les Miles, like that 07 season, like they barely got into the national championship game because it was just a slugfest throughout the whole year in college football. You think they holding their heads down because they lost, I think, 2 or 3 games? I think it was just 2 games to just win that national championship. Man, they forever will be known as national champs for that year. So who cares?
Give me the Natty, bro. Give me the Natty. That's why I was saying about Georgia. They got the rings, man, of late.
Oh, yeah. He said, Mike Jones said, I'm beyond impressed with Coach KD's ability to keep recruiting top tier. I thought Bama might have a slight drop off when the old man retired. Only reason why I didn't feel that way, man, is because I seen what they do. They did more with less. Now you give these guys resources. They have pretty much endless amounts of money to just go out there and do more. And then their developmental side, they're great at that. Look what they done with the guys that they at Washington. Now you give them these resources. Now they're getting 4 or 5 stars now. And imagine how they can develop them. That's why you gotta let these guys build a team.
Yeah.
Last year, man, what you want him to do, man? He's trying not to lose the team and all that because a lot of those players are not his. Now he's just bringing his players in and just bringing more. Just let them get adjusted to the landscape. Of course, I expected Auburn to get a lot of those players last year, but look what a year can change. Auburn is not getting nobody. Everybody wondering what's going on with Auburn because those guys they going around talking to those head coaches, like Coach Carl and Coach Sean said many times on this show and on their shows and many other shows. The coaches got egos too.
That's facts.
They want you to stroke their ego just as much as you trying to talk to those players. So that's all they doing is just putting their stamp on the state. Like, man, just look at the history, man. Do you want to go to the pros at Auburn or do you want to go to the pros from Alabama? History tells it all. I know a lot of guys that are going to be in the Hall of Fame one day from Alabama. But what y'all want?
They were more prepared at Alabama, leaving Alabama than or Auburn right now because kids going to Auburn, they're going because they guarantee you playing spots, and a lot of times you throw them out there in the fire with 0 development. Man, they start backtracking, come in a 5-star kid, and that 5-star kid may turn into a 2-star because you don't give them the development process.
Thanks.
So it's the bigger issue with kids now in college football. You can be a 2-star, but if somebody gets you in the program and they just sit a year and develop you you play 10 times better than a 5-star kid. And so it's all about development. In colleges like Auburn, man, they need the kids to play. They need the kids to play immediately, so the kids don't get a chance to sit and see. Like Ryan was a special kid. He came in, he worked his way up to the depth charts. That's why he played. They didn't give him a damn spot. He worked his way up in the depth charts all the way to the number one receiver. And we saw what his production was on the field. So, but you got other little kids down there, Auburn, man. Auburn had down the freeze 4. Ain't but one of the freeze 4 even making damn production right now. Like,
facts.
You only got one of the freeze 4 that even producing. So it's not really about the talent that you got. I thought Kelon Deboer was struggling in Alabama, period, because he was from the West Coast. And I knew they were going to take a time for the coaching staff and people in Alabama, which coaching wise, they even trust you from way over there, man. Like, you came in, didn't keep your whole staff, so most of the staff departed, and you brought in your own crew. So now you got to build relationships up in Alabama because we different from people on the West Coast. We don't trust many. You can't come in my school and tell a kid that you guarantee him gonna start because I'm sitting looking in your face like he tell you a flat ass lie. He no guarantees at Alabama. Only guarantee Alabama you can go sit your ass on that bench and work hard. So what they were doing on the West Coast, they're going there in West Coast because they already had that record with coaches. They can just say, hey, coach, you send the kid over here, I guarantee you by year 2 he'll be playing. They're gonna send the kids over to Alabama. No, like Coach Sean, I've said it before, Brinsky, you bring your ass in there, you sit down in those offices, you stroke the coach's ego, let the coaches know that you're gonna send resources our way. We're gonna send players your way. That's how the game goes, man. You got to stroke everybody goddamn motion around here in Alabama. You got these head coaches that not making a whole lot of money. You got to go in there and talk to a head coach, man, get those head coaches on your side. So when they start pushing those kids your direction, can't go in there and shoot them no bullshit. So I knew they were going to struggle a little bit when it came down to coaching in Alabama. But I didn't know they were going to turn around this fast. Like, I thought it'd be probably next year when they started getting a little cold in Alabama, when coaches started trusting them, when players started to trust them. But Ryan Williams pretty much gave them all the damn juice they needed when that kid started to decide not to go to Auburn and come to Alabama. I think they gave Kelon Deboer a jump up, kind of like Julio did with Nick Saban.
Facts. All facts.
Bone, I need you to you say about Grubbs tendencies, but I haven't seen that question.
I asked Coach what the question about Grubbs tendencies. His what he like to do.
I guess that is the question.
I mean, for me, Coach Carr, he can chime in on this as well. It all depends on if you're talking about Grubbs at Seattle or Grubbs at Washington, because he did a little bit. He didn't do the same things at Washington that he did in the NFL. He's always been 11, 12 personnel type guy. You know what I mean? A lot of screen and counteraction type guy. They was in shotgun damn near 80% of the time at both. Like I said before, a lot of hitches, a lot of seams, a lot of inside hitches, a lot of tunnel screens and stuff like that. But remember this, man, the college game is totally different, bro. The hash marks are different. The spacing is different. So when you talk about Grubbs, to me as an offensive guy, the one thing I like about him, I mean, Lynn just said a comment that I read. It said last year, a lot of it was on the offensive coordinator, right? I can't tell you how many times I didn't said that on these shows. You can't tell me nothing. Oklahoma game, high-low is supposed to be ran against zone coverage when they're giving you space. Right. Coach Carr, no, they playing man, and we trying to run a high-low with the DBs all over us on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Like, what do you do? Everybody knows this, man. Everybody knows this. That's not Jalen Mills. And then when nobody's open, he gets sacked. Everybody mad. That's not Jalen's fault, right? I think what Grubbs does well is Grubbs has the best wide receiver combos I've seen since Sarkisian. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by wide receiver combos is like combo is where the wide receiver can break open the space, man. Horizontal stretches, post concepts, corner post concepts, stuff like that. Great at manipulating too high safety structures. To me, that's what I like. And I like any offensive guy that run my favorite route of all time You know, if you know me, you know what my favorite route is of all time. It's the best route a receiver could ever run. It need to be patterned in gold, and it's called a post corner, right? If you sit in that single high safety, we gonna run that at you all day until you come out. Unless you got Minka back there, then we gonna run it at you. So for me, man, that's what I like about Coach Grubb in the college game: the screen passes, the short throws, the mesh concepts, the vertical play action, stuff like that we just don't do at Alabama consistently enough. And you know, for me, that's what I love about it, man.
No, the best part about it, Coach, is the damn ability to adjust.
Facts, man.
Ryan, bro, if the defense give me zone, I got his zone beat him. Defense give me man, I got man
beaters. Yes, sir.
They give me matchup, I got matchup beat. If they give me that man zone with a man underneath the zone over top, I'm gonna kill the middle of the damn.
Kill the middle of the field. Thank you. Yes,
that's just how you play football. And a lot of time last year, Nick Sheridan didn't know that. So, like you said, that high-low concept shit, man.
And they in man, Coach Carl, sitting on everything.
You playing man to man shit. I'm gonna do in and outs on your ass, and then when I get you to bite, I'm gonna bust on top of your head.
Yes, man. It's just I never understood that, you know. And I know just from have called offensive plays, sometimes the game get ahead of you. Like it's a tight game, and you trying to scramble for a play, you end up just calling something and hoping it works. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're going against another good defensive coordinator and he's stopping you, you ain't got but a few minutes to get the play. You just like, good Lord, man. You end up just going to the play script and calling something, right?
But when you go in there causing bullshit, Coach, first thing you do is put somebody in motion. When you know it's a gimme play, tell the quarterback, bring him in motion. The quarterback bring his ass in motion and the defense sits, okay, they run his own. Let me check out of this shit.
Let me check out of it. Yes, facts.
They don't do that. Like Nick Sheridan never did that last year. So
that's at all, man.
That's why we stayed in trouble. That's why the offense didn't make production.
Brother, we stayed in third and long most of the season, right? Jalen's legs saved us a few times, right? But when you played against the better competition, it just, I say this all the time to people, and I hope they hear me, man. Michigan beat us with the most vanilla game script that you'll ever see. They didn't do nothing special, man. Me and Jans talked about this. Michigan didn't do nothing special. When I tell y'all, you know how Coach Carl every week, you might throw one little play in, and you know how you have plays, you might not even use them all. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Well, Michigan didn't do nothing special. They just lined them, did what they had done all season, and we had no answer. That's the concerning part for me. If Sheridan had came back, I think Sheridan's going to be a good coach later on. He's going to be a good quarterback coach. But the call plays in the SEC where defensive backs are very, very fast, where they play a lot of man and can play man. It's not like the Pac-12 or the Big Ten where you got one or two corners who are very, very good, one or two teams that may play you in man all the time. Everybody else, you know, this league, the Georgias, the Alabamas, even the Missouris, these people going to play you in man, and you got to beat them. If you can't get to the quarterback, that's a rep they've won, right? And you know, so it's good to get Grubb out there, you know, some guys that understand what mesh is, some guys that understand they'll run across the middle on you. If you in single high safety, they're going to kill you all day. They're going to make you play two safety high, right? So I love that type of offensive coordinator that understand how to manipulate the game. That's what makes Sark so good. That's what makes Sark. You see, Caleb Downs was a freshman. He was talented as hell, but he ran that seam route where Caleb was on him, shoulder leverage, and Caleb lost that rep. Barely lost it, but that was a great scripted play by Coach Sarkisian to go at Caleb.
Yeah, big facts.
And see, look, Lynn make a great point. Look, this is a great point. We talked about this as well. Lynn says, Coach Sean, the thing I don't like about Grubbs is he had two great running backs in Seattle and didn't run the ball enough to help his passing game. That worries me because we shouldn't be. And I tell you something else, Lynn, they also, like, the dude ran for 1,000 yards at Washington, University of Washington. But when you look at the run game, the carries versus the passes, man, it's not even close. They threw the ball 1,000 times. So, you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. And that is a concern. But I think, Lynn, in that conference, especially the Pac-12, you can throw the ball all over the field like that because they don't have the defensive line that the SEC do. And in the pros for Seattle, I do think that he had some injuries with Seattle that kind of hindered him.
Walker.
Yeah, that kind of hindered him from really running the ball like he should.
Then he didn't have the offensive line either. So
that's facts.
The offensive line wasn't there. The running back wasn't there. He didn't have a dynamic player in that quarterback neither. So Geno Smith can pass the ball, but he's not a dynamic passer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't take all that and blame it on Coach Grubbs on that one, man, because you got to have an elite running game in pros, man. You got to have one of those Pittsburgh Steelers type offensive lines. One of those Patrick Mahomes offensive lines, people that can hold up under pressure. So, like most of the offensive lines in football, in pro football, is not really that good. Like Jalen Hurts had an amazing offensive line.
Yeah,
that's why they won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes had one. That's why they made it. Most of the teams out there really don't have it. So you start looking at the NFL model. Only people that run the football like that is one with those amazing offensive line. Most of the people back there just dropping back gunslinging. Even the Washington Redskins dropped back in gunslinging 5,000 yards this year. So you can't really blame it on Coach Grubbs, man. He just didn't have a team around him his first year in Seattle. I think they just wanted to go a different way, man. I think they were just doing that the whole Grubbs in Alabama, honestly. They just try to keep him from doing something different last year, honestly.
And for Grubbs' offense, that space offense, that horizontal stretch, the NFL game ain't made for that. The hash marks ain't made for that. In college, with them wide hash marks, it's made for that, right? You see what Tennessee does. Tennessee would never be able to do that in the pros. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different game. You know that, Lynn. You know how they go. The spacing in college football is a big thing.
40 yards, 20 yards.
That's facts.
40 yards between the hash, 20 yards between the other hash.
That's facts.
So NFL is way tighter.
Way tighter.
Line up on the hash, everything line up on the hash. So you got all space on both sides of the field. So you never had that extra damn 30 yards of space on one side of the field when you get on the left. So, one hash mark.
That's facts. That's facts.
Get you 30 yards. So now you got a whole lot of field to work with in the NFL.
Exactly.
Even so,
and that space helps quarterbacks. It helps quarterbacks to see the field easy. That space is why the college game is so spread out. That's why you see the scores 65-17. Like you'll never see that in the NFL, not even from the sorry teams.
Yeah, because man, it's the best of the best. They do so much film work, man. Like it's hard for them for a team to even score that much. So when a team does do that, man, best believe somebody's getting fired.
He'll have to run the ball in the SEC more. He'll have to. It's not even about he will, like Piano Man just said, he'll have to. But I understand what Lynn is saying. He don't have a good history of running the ball a lot. But they will have to in the SEC. The defensive backs in this league is too good. He'll have to offset them with some sort of run game. Some sort of run game.
If you don't, your defense can't hold up. So you gotta run the ball in the SEC. Even with Tennessee, man, with Sark, with that spread offense, everything was geared up on the run game. And I'm telling you, man, with Ryan Grubbs, they were trying to do the same thing at Washington. They're gearing everything out the run game. They just had a dynamic quarterback, man, that could sling the ball all over the field, and it had 5 wide receivers that ended up going to the pros. One transferred to us. So, I mean, when you got that type of damn skill set, we had Bryce Young and 5 wide receivers. So, shit, what you think? Najee Harris gonna have 2,000-yard rusher when you got Bryce Young throwing for damn near 5,000 yards? It's not gonna happen, man. You got those type of quarterback job, or they put the ball in the air. So you just gotta play to what your strengths are.
Facts, man.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be really, really interesting to see how all this gonna turn out for us this year. Huggy Beard, man, appreciate you coming in here. An Auburn fan, don't come in here with all that BS. I know y'all going through turmoil over there in Auburn land, which is it makes me happy. Just want to let you know that it makes me real happy.
Yeah, it makes me real happy, Brinsky, that your two guys decided to leave the state. They didn't come to Bama, but here they left, then go to Auburn, so that's even better. One at LSU, gotta love it.
No, yeah, man.
I love them leaving.
The funny thing about all that, man, when they was talking about Quez, shout out to my guys, man. They was saying, man, I thought Auburn had a chance. I laugh. I like, man, you can just tell how he perked up when Florida was even mentioned. When he have on Florida stuff, he just had on. You know how those players wearing gloves, and the hoodies and all that other stuff. When he had on Florida, he walked around like he had pride about that, man. I called it the worst kept secret. So it's good that he finally made that final call on that. But
and look, I forgot this part.
No, go ahead.
Coach Carter grabbed this. Don't forget now, Ryan Grubb. Now, one thing he did do at Seattle, or tried to do, he run mesh out of what we call condensed sets, like bunch and stuff like that. He'll flood the field. He run a lot of mesh stuff out of condensed sets to get everybody in tight. He do that a lot, man. So that that helps us as far as things we like to do down the field. I just think he's a much more versatile guy than Sheridan is at this point in their career. I think he's gonna be good.
I like the way he ran that flood concept, man, against Texas when he had less damn talent.
Yes,
on
sir.
Line. Texas had those big defensive linemen, that bull rush stuff. Yep. He started running that flood concept, and Texas couldn't keep up. So like,
couldn't keep up. Facts, man.
Running those floods, man. You got to have some dogs on their backside.
That's a fact.
Their flood concept.
You know who else is good at running flood? They run Clemson. They do that a lot too. Clemson is very good at that.
Clemson great at running flood, but Clemson do a whole little southern little thing that we call pick plays.
Pick plays, yeah, man.
Flood concepts are more in a pick style.
We used to have a play called shotgun quick, where we would run that pick like it'd be two receivers on one side, and we make the inside receiver pick up that defensive back that's covering the outside receiver. Outside receiver release in, and we throw like a screen to him coming inside. So that was very good, man.
What's a flood?
You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that a lot, bro.
Yeah, I heard. Then I was asking, what's a flood?
Flood concepts are different, man. Like
you got a whole bunch of different.
How you do it. Like you stack them in them. You can stack them in bunches, or you can run them in. You can just run them out of trips. But you stack them, and then one guy floods, is which gonna either hit the middle or he gonna hit a deep out. The other guy comes across flash, and one guy going to deep. So all you're doing is you mixing up the corners and the safety. You're gonna flood, you're gonna flash, and then you're gonna post, or you're gonna deep ball. So once you flood, most time you just flood in the open side of the field. Wide open side of the field, you're gonna find the biggest grass, and then you're gonna have a mesh come back behind you.
Okay. What is designed for? A flood route is designed really to like, I guess, stress a certain part of the field.
Yeah, stress.
To overwhelm a part of the field, like 3 levels, in other words, what we used to call it, three level flood. It's designed to
take the linebacker, you take a safety, and then you mix the linebacker, safety, and the corner up. So you just finding grass, what Sarkisian did against like the play y'all keep talking about, he put Devontae Smith in motion and he rolled him back across.
Yeah.
Then he ran John Mitchell across the middle. When he ran Mitchell across the middle, it took the damn linebacker that was running with Devontae Smith. It took him to have to go on top of Mitchell to get back to Smith.
That's facts.
Then it let Smith run down the sideline wide on by itself. So those type concepts, like those are the flood concepts. You're just making the linebacker, safety, or corner, or linebacker and the corner decide who got what.
Yeah, it make it very difficult to cover everybody, man. All the potential targets, it make it very difficult to cover everybody, for real. It's a lot of different variations too you can run. You know what I'm saying? They used against zone a lot too. You giving all that space, it make it very difficult to cover everybody like that, man. Very, very difficult. Shout out Jay Mims.
Oh yeah, Jay Mims. Appreciate you jumping on in here, brother. You're late, man. You're late. I know, man. Post got lives. Life be life, and man. Appreciate y'all just jumping on in here. And if you in here, you haven't hit the like button, just go ahead and hit the like button. I'm about to say, wipe your feet when you come in the house. You know better. Just hit the like button, and also hit that subscribe button. And also make sure you guys go on over, subscribe to Coach Carl channel and On the Block Sports Talk.
Thanks.
And then make your way over there to Coach Sean's channel. It's Just My Humble Opinion Sports Talk. And subscribe. It's not hard.
At all.
$0 and 0 cents.
I want to ask Coach Carl this, and this is really for the chat. I know what Coach Carl gonna say. This is really for the chat. Do you guys in the chat ever remember us running a screen pass to the wide receivers? A wide receiver, not a running back screen, a wide receiver screen. Any type of, it's a whole bunch of different wide receiver screens.
We did one last year against Bandit, and Ryan Williams scored on it.
Did it for real? I don't remember us. And see, that's why I asked Coach Carr, because
they put him in motion. They put him in motion and rolled him back around, and then they dumped the ball off to him in the wide receiver screen when he stopped, and Jared Bernard blocked. He went outside, scored a touchdown.
Start to a touchdown. See, I outside of that play, I remember now that you bring it up. I don't remember us consistently doing that at all. With this Grubb dude, he run a lot of screens to the wide receivers, run a lot of counter stuff to the wide receivers coming back in the middle of the field. He do that a lot. You know, trying to get the purpose of that is trying to get the ball in the wide receiver's hands early, you know, quick stuff, you know.
He do the same thing from flood concept too. When
that's facts.
He'll run one deep, one cross, one out, and then he'll run a running back out in the flat.
Yes. Oh. I love screens to the when you got dynamic wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy used to score on screens all the time, man. I really enjoy getting the ball in the wide receiver's hands in space, man. I really enjoy it.
Those comeback screens of Jalen Wilder, boom, busted up.
Jalen Wilder, kill him.
Man, what you?
But I think last year too, man, like when they actually tried to run a screen once with Jared Bernard, remember Ryan Williams missed their tackle, missed their block.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that I think a lot of part last year too, they got too cocky, man. People weren't doing their job, so certain things that they couldn't do last year.
Okay,
so have confidence in the damn blocking scheme, but at some point, shit, you just got to go out there and make the kid block.
Facts, man. JJ said we ran it against Mercer as well. Okay, thank you, JJ, because I just trying to think, bro. It didn't come to me like, did we even run any wide receivers?
Yeah, we did run there against because Ryan scored on that Mercer play too on the wide receiver.
Okay.
And also, don't want to forget about our guy Piano Man. I'm trying to get him over 200 tonight. He had 192. So if you ain't subscribed to Piano Man's channel, the link is in the chat.
Facts.
Go on over there. Let's get him to 200. He just 8 away. 8 away. So if you're not subscribed to him, let's get him over there to 200. That's one of the goals that we're trying to get him over to.
Bama in 2025. If I could suggest, look at the Washington-Oregon game, the first one. That's some of the best play calling structures, man. It's awesome. Trust me.
You said the first one, right?
Yeah, the second was good too. Don't get me wrong, but I actually was writing down his plays during that game, bro. Some of the stuff he was doing off counter action, I've never seen that was my first time seeing a center hike the ball, then pull out.
Call
with the center, coach called a center with Parker Brailsford.
Yeah,
I was like, did he just pull? Wait a minute. I had to rewind on DVR. He would pull the defensive end, or the tight end, I guess you'd say. The tight end was head up on somebody. The tight end would block to somebody for like a second and then release.
Mm-hmm.
Parker would pick up that defensive end or whoever was on him, and the tight end be wide open going across the middle. I was like, wow. I ain't see a center pull and do that a lot. That was amazing to me, straight up.
Yeah, but they do a whole lot of pin and pull on this offense too. So
yeah,
I mean, it makes the blocker scheme a whole lot easier too when you got somebody pinning, and then when the guard pulls around, they can take up the pull. Boom, they already pin them in. The guard pick them up and doing, and this guy release and go climb on up to the linebacker. So it's a lot of pin and pull, man. I like it. I call it crackback blocker, ear hole blocker. When you pin one. You just boom, you just step down and ear hole and the shit out there. Like I love it. As long as line of scrimmage, you can do it on line of scrimmage. So I love it,
man. I love catch them teams in single high. It's so much you can do, and when you got a good pass. Let me preface. When you got a good passing game, it's so much you can do. When you in single high safety against the defenses in single high safety. When you got some, I don't think the whole year we had Judy and Ruggs, and I don't remember nobody checking us in single high unless we was in the red zone or something, for some reason. I don't remember teams checking us in single high. You just signing your own death certificate, man. If you do that, man, you know what I mean?
Somebody did it because we ran past them.
I know LSU played a lot of man on us. That LSU wasn't scared. They played man on us a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Forget it.
cover 3 is a hell of a defense.
Cover 3 is a hell of a defense. Yeah, middle of the field close. That's facts.
You can't run it on speed though. You can't run cover 3 on speed.
Facts.
That's the killer. Speed kills cover 3.
Yes.
You better be running cover down 5, cover facts. 6 and shit. Like cover 3, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna die for real.
Especially you got a slow ass corner. Corner
it's over with. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
let me ask because I think Coach Carr, you've been up on your recruiting lately. I just want to ask because I know I asked Coach Shun about Jair Edwards. I don't know if you did you ever watch it on him?
Was that the
that was the safety?
That's that 4.5 5-star safety that we
signed. 5-star safety.
I didn't never get a chance to look at him.
Oh no, it's all good because I know it was just him. I know Xavier Griffin. We mentioned him for a second, and I know you was about to go in there, but we was all over the place with that a little bit. But I know Xavier Griffin is projected to come to us. Jair Edwards is projected to go to it. But I really want to know how you feel about Xavier Griffin, because you say you see him you seen him playing at edge. More than likely they're gonna probably have him on the inside. He could be like how Jahad Campbell was, man, because he can just basically play everywhere, just where you want to put him.
Yeah, I seen today what Georgia was trying to say. He leaned into them, now.
Yeah, leaning toward them.
Yeah, so
Georgia's supposed to claim him, so try to get back down.
Yeah, fact. And then they're trying to get our number 1 corner. They're trying to get him too.
Yeah, but he from Georgia, so they trying to get him.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna never start recruiting him. So
I think they said something about I think that his dad posted something, and just like, oh nah, he wasn't even coming that way. I got to look at that. But I don't think if they say anything about Xavier Griffin coming there, I don't know where that lane came from. That's just somebody just talking so far. But hey, somebody may have the inside. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what
Georgia right now, man, with all the drunken driving over that way, a lot of parents don't want to send their kids over there because of a lot of drinking and driving. They partying a little too much and acting for a lot of parents. So, I mean, I don't want to send my kid over to Georgia right now. If I had a 2, 3, 4-star kid right now, I wouldn't send him to Georgia because of the atmosphere, man. Like, you probably gonna get coached by Kirby and have a very good time over there, learn a whole lot from Kirby as a defensive back or whatnot. But I still have to take that chance on every Friday night, getting that phone call at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning saying my son no longer here. Yeah, I rather have him in the stable spot, man, where there ain't a whole lot of drinking and driving. Somewhere I can trust. Like I say, hey kid, you over here, and ain't much going on over here. So when I go to bed at night, I'm not worried about my son out there in the middle of the street in a damn Hellcat racing.
Exactly.
Like, that's the type of shit that a lot of parents are worried about right now. Because over there, man, coaches staff go to bed, no kids sneaking out, getting in the streets out there racing. Or coaches staff probably just not giving a damn, and they may not be watching them as tight as they should. If at least we know at Tuscaloosa, even in the Auburn, man, that's a tight ass ship. You ain't going outside at a certain time. You go out those gates. How you gonna get outside those gates anyway in Tuscaloosa? Like everything is inside that old Mayor Moore building, and then the other part about it's inside that little damn parking lot with all gated around. So, I mean, it's a tight ship down there, man, in a lot of places. Even in LSU has a tight ship. They're not doing all that crazy wild out shit like that. But over there at Athens, man, they got a little cocky. They won 2 national championships, on the verge of winning 3, but we beat them, knocked their ass out. So, I don't know, man. I think they just got a little cocky. They're doing a little too much over there. And then all those drunk driving records, man, that shit stick with you forever, though. So that DUI shit don't never go nowhere. So you got every time you pick up your keys and go to drive when you get out of college, you go to NFL. You get behind the wheel of a car, the first thing the police gonna do is say, "Hey man, you got a DUI using in Georgia. Let me give you a sobriety test." That's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, I know Jordan Edmonds, because Jason beat me to it, but I know Andrew Bone basically said he received a major push from Georgia for an official visit this weekend the corner informed the Bulldogs early this morning he would not make it to Athens.
Yeah.
Some of visits have concluded, so he basically really not interested in talking to anybody else. Like he seemed like he more locked in. I pretty much expect him to like shut down all visits very, very soon. Xavier Griffin is going to be an interesting one just off that Texas visit. But I believe Alabama is pretty much in the driver's seat with him, man. He's from the state of Alabama. And I believe most of his family is still here. He just went over to Georgia just to play at Glenville. Yeah. I think Booker T. Washington played him last year. And what I did not know, one of the guys that was going against Quez last year, I thought he was a receiver too. But I forgot his name, started with a P. I forgot his name. It may be Caden Porthrow. I can't remember his name. Yeah. Him and Quez were, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's who him and Quez were going at it last year when we played them. Like them boys would line up against each other, man. That was highly entertaining because I didn't even know who he was at that time. But I was asking Coach Sean, like, what do you think about Xavier Griffin, like as a player wise? Like, how would he fit in this defense? What do you think would be best for him if he signs with the Tide?
Man, it really gonna depends on the skill set. Like that's the big issue. Right now, I think they playing him on the outside. If you put him on the inside, he's gonna learn how to make checks and make calls. And he's gonna learn how to get the right depth. Like it's different when you're playing on the outside because all you're doing is you're playing basically on the outside.
You put some weight too if you get in the middle.
Yeah, you got outside. Basically, like either you're gonna rush off in or you're gonna play outside.
Yeah.
So in the middle, you got deep zone, you got middle zone, you got come down hill. I mean, you got outside, inside. Like it's a lot going on if you put them inside the middle. So it's a lot. Like in Coach Sean, so you're gonna have to put on 15 more pounds to play that.
Yeah.
Because everybody coming down hill at you, like guards coming at you, centers coming at you, tackles coming in to chip you. So it's a lot, man. So it just depends on how fast he picks up on stuff. Because Jahad Campbell, 2.5 years to pick up that inside scheme.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how knowledgeable he is on the game of football, the love of football. If it's about me, I got this love of football, I want to play football for the rest of my life type of thing. And all football is the only thing I really want to do, but I got a backup plan just in case football don't work out. You know, it depends on that type of mentality with him. And if he got that type of mentality, I can see him playing on either side of the football field and in the middle. So like a lot of folks only can play left. Some people play left and right. Some people play middle. So I can see him. I see talent wise, he can play all three positions, even on the edge. So it just depends on his mentality, man, and how fast he picks up on things.
What you think, Coach? I think your mic went out.
My bad. Hit that dead. Coach Carr said it all, man. I agree 1,000%, man. He you know, the kid is aggressive. I watched him on film playing both. Just like Coach Carr said, if he played middle, his body gonna have to be a little different. He more lean. He looks to be more lean right now. And I really think he could be effective at either one, right? Just all depends on what his skill set is, right? But I want to answer this. I think OG Ephraim was like, did Parker Bresford pick up any weight? He was at 285 last year. Believe this or not, OG Ephraim, the average height and weight for a center in the NFL is like 6'3", 305, believe it or not. Nick Harris is 6'1", 293. Aaron Brewer is 6'1", 295. Tyler Lindbaum, 6'2", 305. All these dudes started. Jason Kelsey, believe it or not, was smaller than Parker. He was 6'3", 285.
He probably, I think
290.
He was 270, 280.
He might be facts. Olawan Otimi.
Yeah, the problem is with the offensive line, man.
Yeah. Parker can hold his.
Yeah, well nowadays college football and nowadays NFL football, the bigger guys are basically obsolete.
That's a fact.
You got to be, you can have to have strength in your lower body. You don't really need fat in your lower body. You got to be strong lower body and be able to move because defensive linemen nowadays are moving. What's up, Bino, man? How's it going? But defensive line nowadays are powerful and fast. So you big and slow, you're gonna get beat off the ball regardless. So I kind of like being Parker being at 285 because now that let me know he can snap the ball, get back on the key, get up, make a block, double team here, skip here, pull here.
Yep.
So that's kind of thing that you really want as a center anyway. Somebody that's agile, somebody that can move, somebody that can snap the ball and keep his head up at the same time. You don't want a guy to snap the ball and take a 2 second get the head up. At that point, you kill. Like Bryce Young, we had two centers that would snap the ball and take him a second and a half get the head up. Bryce Young get killed.
Yep.
Right now, you don't want that. So you just want a guy that can snap the ball, squat all the way down, head up, boom, snap the ball, and he ain't got to worry about seeing. Like now, with those bigger guys, they got the squat, and they're gonna take them time to come up. And with these fast twitch defensive linemen, shit, you beat. Like you can't give these guys a damn step, man. You give them a step, they on your ass, like right on right. So I like it, man. I hope he don't pick up no more. I hope he just get a little bit stronger. If he pick up anything, it'd be more muscle mass.
This was his PFF Pro Football Focus what they had on him last year. Had 394 pass block snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 1 QB hit allowed, and an 82.1 pass block grade. I don't know how they do the pass block grade or whatnot, but the first 3, that's amazing.
Parker be gone the first 2 days. He'll be gone the first 2 days.
Oh yeah, pass block grade is basically, man, how fast you get on your strong foot.
Yep.
So by him being high 80s, it let you know that he get that ball snapped and get up on his damn back feet real goddamn fast because the average damn center is like what in the NFL is like 77 point something. He's high in the 80s, so that means Parker Bradford is moving. The only thing he's not doing probably well with them is probably bending as a center. We're making it easy to get around him. So I think if he get his bend a little bit better, it probably boosts him on up into the 90s.
I think so too, man. BT asked, Bino asked Coach Carr, Coach Sean Brinsky, what are y'all grade for the coaching staff grade for the defensive line recruiting? I'll say this, Bino, I don't really know, but I know if they Brinsky can answer that. But if they get my favorite, Emmanuel Ruffin, I'll be screaming for the heels, buddy. I'll be a happy camper if we get that kid. Brinsky, that might be you might be.
Oh, hey, man. Emmanuel Ruffin, I'm not sure. I gotta look back on Emmanuel Ruffin to see. I know the guys that we was in the driver's seat for so far was Nolan Wilson and Titan. What's his name? Titan King. I can't remember. But those were the 2. I don't know Emmanuel Ruffin was up there yet. Go ahead.
I think we in the top 3 with Emmanuel.
Oh, okay, so that's good. But this can be good because, man, well, we're gonna be losing a lot of guys on the line, so they definitely need to load up on that anyway. So I believe,
I think they really need to pursue him just because.
If he's still there, if we still pursuing him, man, that let us know that we recruiting him really, really hard. So. I like him, man. From what I've seen, I think I know like Wilson a little bit more. I just think I only like Wilson more because I just been seeing him more and then watch him more. I haven't really watched Ruffin as much as Coach Sean, but if Coach Sean said like, because usually if I want to learn more about a player, I just usually send it to him or Coach Carl or Coach Al, and trust me, I get cheat sheets like full depth. Text messages let me know how they feel about a player, and pretty much they all come back the same. It felt like they were already talking to each other.
Man, your Ruffin is a grown man, bro.
Yes,
like,
yes.
You gotta watch film on it. He's a grown man. Like he had Davin Payne. What it was? It was Payne or the run. The run pain. He that grown man. Like we ain't had no grown man like him since we had. I forgot the big kid name that when we beat Texas ass up, the big guy down there from Alabama when we beat up Texas that caught the damn touchdown and ran back. We caught the interception running back when he
was
Marcel Darius. That's the man Ruffin right there.
Yeah,
the baby Marcel Darius. When that dude
hands on praise right there.
That dude put his hands on you, his hands on you. Like he fired those hands, boom, he hit you, man. It's a shock to a guard when he put his hands on him. Like he's shocking. You can see their head snap back.
Yeah,
like he one of those guys, man. Like Tyler Booker always say, that we want to make you not want to wish you never played football again. He one of those guys that if he get his hands on you, you could be like, damn man, why
he's strong too.
He lined up on top of me. He one of those guys that probably make a kid cry. Like and then he can move. So
yes, he can.
That's what you really want. That's why I see why Coach Sean want him so bad, because I want him so bad. You can stick him in the nose, you can stick him in the tackle, and that dude can he'll dominate. Like
he'll dominate.
We don't have nobody on our roster right now that I feel that can do what he does. Like
you hear that? Same thing I tried, bro. All them defensive linemen that Brinsky sent me, they all great, right? But they either great pass rushers and struggle a little bit, get too high in the run game, or they great against the run and can't really get off the block, right? This kid to me is the closest thing that we got to Georgia's Elijah Griffin, because he a killer in the run game. He a killer in the pass game. I seen him play multiple positions, the 3 to 5 on the defensive line, and he's a man. That's why everybody coming again. He right here in our state. Alabama better back the Brinks truck up to this one. You let that kid get away. That's Peter Woods number 2 leaving.
2.0.
Yep.
You can't let him leave and Peter Wood leave.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because they say LSU, Ohio State, and Alabama pretty much like this a neck and neck race.
You see Ohio State trying to come get him. Facts, Lynn. This kid, Lynn, I hope y'all pull some strings, bro, because this kid film speak for itself.
I got $1 to put on it, Lynn.
Me too.
I got the $1 that you need to come to the University of Alabama.
Hey, tell him I'll be in Birmingham Wednesday. I'll take your mom and dad out to lunch.
Facts.
Where you gonna take?
I contribute.
Damn shit. We go anywhere. We can go to Surin's over there to the Thai restaurant.
No, you in Birmingham. You gotta go to Nikki West.
No, you go to Surin. That's it. Surin Thai food. So you go up in there, you all nice and pretty. You can damn near have to dress up to go in Surin or something like that.
And Nikki West go hard though.
What is Nikki West?
Hard. But Nikki West, man, the line be so damn long.
Line be so long, yeah.
2 hours, so they get.
Unless you know, man, the food good.
Yeah, Nikki West go hard.
The family get mad and damn tell me the hell they gonna send his ass to Ohio State. Just stand out there that long.
You know, man, he won't be in the line, man. They gonna, hey, we need a table. Set up a table for the family. We trying to get him. What's Nikki West? Is it like a soul food place?
Yeah. They remind me of Morrison's back in the day. It's like a line where you get your tray and you just go down picking whatever you want.
Oh, and is it?
The parking lot never empty, baby.
Parking lot ain't never empty. Don't go on Sunday. You wasting your time.
I'm gonna have to ask about that
when it closed.
Hasn't been a Nikki West.
When they close sign, the parking lot start emptying out. On Sunday more open.
That's the only time, bro.
When they say open, their parking lot is full. Always full.
See if I can show you something.
Get there. It said take them off 280 somewhere.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Surin. Taking my Surin 280 out there to that good Thai restaurant. Oh, yeah, love it out there. Can't take them out there to the summit. Take them to the summit and they'll think I'm rich.
Oh,
yeah. Take them to the summit.
So I can find that picture, Brent.
I think from certain things right now, they just saying Emmanuel Ruffin so far, I don't know.
He blowing up big time.
I'm trying to get something as recent as possible because he was down there clearly with Dylan this past year. I said this past weekend at LSU. So LSU is definitely a contender in this. But he makes his decision July 4th.
July
I don't
4th.
know. Yeah, I don't know if he has visited. Has he already visited Alabama yet? I'm gonna have to.
You gotta think about it like this too, Brinsker. But as a high school coach, man, you got to the end of this month really to make a commitment. They're only gonna give you the first week of July to make your commitment. To lock in a spot. Like you gotta lock in a roster spot. Basically, you know, you commit somewhere, but then you can decommit and commit somewhere else so you get the better opportunity. So you're gonna have to go ahead and get those commitments in, especially if you're a small rated or low rated kid. If you're high rated, you got all the way to December.
Yeah,
you know,
like
you low scores, you gotta commit. Yeah, you gotta go ahead and commit kind of early if you want those low scores. So
yeah, might not be no spot for you if you don't.
Yeah, but the way y'all talking, man, I believe wherever he commit, I believe like if he commits somewhere else, just right now, like I said, it's he's committing on Independence Day, so they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop until it gets to signing day. So
I wonder if you can see this, Bruce.
Hold on,
can you see that?
Yeah, all you gotta do is Google it. You can Google
steak tips, cabbage, chicken, rolled corn muffin roll. While we was getting down.
Well, when I seen the pepper sauce, I already knew what time it was.
The crazy part about it, Brinsker, they never serve the same thing. Like Monday is one thing, Tuesday is another thing, Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Like every day of the week got a different menu.
Yeah, Nikki West.
One thing is constant is like catfish and something like fish or something. It's the only thing that's constant on the menu, the same thing in the salad bar, but the entrees are different every single day of the week.
Yeah, y'all keep talking about that. I'm about to show you how country I am. Like when I love pepper sauce, and I'm gonna show you how country I am.
Well, he cut the camera off. To go get some pepper sauce.
I think you're going to get something.
Go get some pepper sauce.
Hey, roll tide, rise up. Facts, right? It just reminds me of Morrison because you know you getting that little line with your tray, and you got to tell them which one what you want. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Man, like it basically kind of like what we know nowadays is golden. No, what is it?
Golden Corral. Yeah, facts. Yeah, we got one up here in Huntsville, jumping right there on University.
That golden, so it just home cooked food at Golden Corrals, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. Got season on the food.
Yeah, it's hood food. It ain't bland.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Ever since I was a kid, man, like I don't even remember. Like sometimes, like how you just showed that picture and they had that pepper sauce.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, that just in case. Go down to the country and make your own. This is how country these folks is. Because I did this one. I've been knowing how to do it since I was a kid. Get an old syrup bottle and full of peppers. Let that thing get old, man.
Let it sit.
Ooh, this one mine.
You're gonna knock fire from you, baby.
Man, I'm telling you, it's about time. Nah, I got plenty of more in there. Pepper sauce, man. Put on some collard green.
Facts, Lynn.
Bread, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, facts, Lynn. Roll Tide Rise Up. Yeah, we had a Quincy too, man. Quincy used to go hard.
Yeah.
But now we got the Chop House Steakhouse up here in Town Madison. We got Connor's on Bridge Street. We got steakhouses everywhere up here, dog.
Everywhere. Yeah, don't talk about steakhouse because I can't eat that shit no more.
Oh yeah, they got a new one called a Chop House.
Once every 2 months, I can eat red meat once every 2 months.
Man,
well, you got to save it for a special occasion like birthdays.
Man, my anniversary is tomorrow, man. My anniversary is tomorrow, and
that's what's up.
I can't eat a freaking steak.
Hey,
that's what's up.
Or drinking the liquor.
Now look, you can go up here to Roof Chris and spend you about $80 for one steak.
Yeah, for one steak.
Man, it's in the Embassy Suites Hotel. Roof Chris so expensive.
It's
crazy.
That you can go to Texas Roadhouse and get one for $25.
For $25 facts. We got Texas Roadhouse too, right here on Highway 72. Ruth Chris though.
Go to Ruth Chris and get the same steak for 80.
Same steak
that you can get the Texas Roadhouse.
You just wasting your money at Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris is cool, but you just pretty much getting the same size steak.
I know the one.
You're gonna get a smaller steak. To be honest, you go to Ruth Chris, you're gonna get an 8 ounce for goddamn $80. You go to Texas Roadhouse, you're gonna get about 13 ounce.
Yeah, you can go to Outback up here and get the same thing too. You go, man. You go out here, Ruth Chris up here, man. You to my paying. You're going to spend the hundo regardless. Like,
because everything is sold separately, so you don't get a steak,
and that's a minimal. That's a minimal. If it's just you, and I don't care how cheap you try to be, you're going.
Ain't gonna happen. Yeah, man. Now we got a place up here in Huntsville. Anybody familiar here? We got a place called Texas de la Brazil. They don't serve they serve about other stuff, but it's just a meat place, like ribs, chicken, meat, steak. Like they bring you this big plate of meat, man. You pay one price and just eat. I mean, you leave out of there feeling horrible, bro.
They're gonna sue them. They're gonna sue them real soon.
You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna sue them like they did McDonald's for that diabetes or the obesity shit.
Jason said that Big Mike's, man. Yeah, I had it for my birthday for the first time last year. They had one down here. I went to Big Mike's.
Big Mike's with one in Auburn over there on the campus.
Yeah, man. Cause we went in there early. It was just me, the wife, and the baby. And next thing you know, boy, that thing just flooded in there.
Fast, man.
Hey, BT, Bino say, Coach Sean, what's the deal with the seafood restaurant in the Ville? Oh, you talking about P88? Hey, Google, if you get a chance, Bino, Google this. I think it's Pier 88 Seafood Bar. Yeah, it's a boiling seafood or something like that. Google Pier 88, Pier 88 seafood bar or something like that. You're gonna spend $2,000 in there too. Trust me.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah, but you got another thing too, Sean. Y'all got cheddars up there, man.
Got cheddars, yeah. Cheddars like the hood. Cheddars just it ain't even popular. I mean, it'd be packed now because it's cheap. Now you can go in there with 3 people and eat for $35 and you're gonna eat good, but it's always crowded. Ain't nothing but us being there now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's right there on University where all the restaurants at, and it's just like an upscale Applebee's now. It's done played out. But Google Pier 88 seafood boiling bar or something like that. Man, you gonna spend
usually $2,000 now. Never gonna step a foot in there, son.
I'm in there with the people.
I mean, I was exaggerating when I said 2,000, but I meant you're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna spend, you're gonna spend good up in there.
But it seems like it's gonna be a lot of seafood you're gonna get. I ain't really that big on seafood. Like I just like shrimp for the most part.
Gotta be crabs and the shrimp. That's about all I can eat anyway. Seafood.
Yeah.
But Ephraim was getting on me talking about them peppers like colon cleansing. Man, come on, man. They pretty much is for real. But I think one more thing before we get up out of here. I know it's a place down here, Coach Carter. Next time you down here, man, it's all where I buy my steaks at, man. Black owned place, man. It's called a steakhouse where he sells seafood and steaks and all that, man. Get you a good old prime, real thick, man. I'm telling you, dog. For a good price, you get a 2-pack, especially if he already got them in the pack. Probably get that thing for like $40. Real thick. The way you want them, man. That thing.
It sounds good, but like I said, bro, I can't. I wish I could, man. I used to buy the whole cow. Like I used to go pay $1,100 buy a cow, get all the damn steaks you want. And then I just buy the cow. My wife basically cooked all the hamburger meat, and I gave this. I cooked a few steaks myself. I used to give all the steaks away, to my brothers and my sisters and stuff like that. We kind of like shared the meat. But the cow cost $1,100, cost about $600 to get it processed, and then boom, man, on the $2,000 you got meat for 2 years.
What's up, TP girl? What's
yeah, man. Appreciate you coming up in here, man. And I was just about to end this thing without saying the big announcement, man. So appreciate everybody that stuck around and the people that didn't stick around. Make sure you let them know what's the big announcement. We'll be in here tomorrow for a very, very special interview, ladies and gentlemen. A big time interview. Can't wait for it. Hold on. I thought I posted it and I'm still behind. Jesus Christ. It's about to load up in a second, but got a big time interview with a recruit. I talked about him a million times on here, and you people are going to get to know him very, very well. LSU commit Dylan Purter will be in the house tomorrow night at 6:30. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all get to meet the little homie, man. Can't wait for you guys to get to ask y'all a question. We will be live. We will be live. So probably after we interviewing him, we'll probably stay on for a little while. Probably maybe about 30 more minutes, maybe. Just depending on how everything go. But definitely ask all your questions about him. He shut it down. He said he shut it down. He's going to LSU. So if you see anytime I post anything about LSU, best believe he will be the only thing I'm posting about LSU. I don't want to, but I gotta support my guy, man. Real good dude, man. Pretty much one of the smartest players in the country. Ball hawk, and just really want the coaches in here to like really just give him some pointers on some stuff and just talk about how he enjoyed the process and just all that good stuff. And one question that I know I'm going to ask more if the coaches don't beat me to, did Alabama ever try to contact you or try to talk to you? Because I know Justin was one of them that tried to talk to him, but Justin doesn't work for the university. So I just want to know what any of the recruiters or anybody came to talk to him, anything. But shout out to my guy Justin Smith at Touchdown Alabama.
Facts.
Oh yeah, so man, we'll be in here tomorrow at 6:30. So y'all get ready for that with your questions and all that good stuff. And be nice, man. He a good kid. He an Alabama boy, man. Can't blame him because Alabama ain't come after him.
Facts. Shout out to Lynn though. Lynn, really quickly. Yeah, man, we got a blue plate here, Lynn. I think it's over there on Governor's Drive, if I'm not mistaken, 4th Avenue. We got a blue plate here. It's real. It's got a really good reputation. They say they food jumping. I've never been there, but they say it be jumping. It's over there off Governor's, not too far from Stove House. So they got a gang of restaurants over there, and then they done built that part up. It's all type of stuff. They like a whole separate side of Huntsville now, Governor's Drive, man. They got all type of stuff over there. So yeah, it go hard up here too, Lynn, for real.
No, yeah. Definitely. I know when I come up there, of course I'm gonna let you know way in advance anyway. I know you and Danielle, I'm gonna hold y'all accountable because Danielle loves to eat, man. Especially on her channel, man. One thing she gonna do is show some food or whatnot, and I'll be like, oh man, you be making me hungry sometimes. How can you be this little but eat so much? I don't understand it, bro. She always been like that.
Yeah.
But
facts, JJ.
And we're gonna have to get on that Huntsville TV show. What the name of that stuff?
Man, my former teammate on there, Martell, his silly ass be on there.
Oh yeah, man. Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, they're weird.
Hell, crazy, bro.
Man, what's that place? It's a burger spot. It's like a big dude. Man, I was in there with them when we went to Huntsville this one time with my partner, and like not Martell, but what's the other guy's name? The two brothers. I forgot they two brothers.
I don't even watch my homeboy Tail be on there, and then my homeboy Cedric was on there. So they both played in them too. But
what's my guy name, man? Because I had on my ski pull over. He said something about it because he went to Morehouse. Marcel.
I don't know. No Tail.
Look at her. Look at Ebony.
Hey, Ebony. Hey, we're not. Hey, Ebony, watch yourself. We're not happy.
What's going on, Miss Will? Talking about she all googly eyed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool
baby. Well,
people,
what's
man.
their last name? Yeah, I know Maurice and Marceau.
I don't know them.
What's their last name? She know the last name because we watch the show. I always say, all right, I'm done this season, then end up turning back on the damn show. Scott, thank you. Scott. Yeah, man, they do a lot of real estate up there.
Yeah. So Derek, he get his so Derek used to always be on that show, man. And he don't be on it too much for real no more. But
yeah, man, folks don't want to be a part of that drama. I got a big homie, man. And they just like nobody don't care about Martell and all them.
I'm just making a joke because Huntsville has everything, man. Like
they do
everything. I think Huntsville may be the biggest city in Alabama right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy up here. Trust me, between the hours at 3:00 and 6:30, it feel like it. I say 3:45 and 6:30. It feel like it. Traffic is stupid everywhere.
But yeah, man, we about to get up out of here. My fault, everybody. I know I'm keeping everybody up past their bedtime. I know everybody gonna be off for Juneteenth, but we got a special show for y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all be in here for Dylan and all that. But let these guys shout out their channel, and we are out of here.
On the Block, Sports Talk, Coach Carl. You can find me on YouTube. I'm getting ready to start dropping some new content very soon. You can hit me up on Twitter at Coach KD Taylor. I probably need to start putting that link in the bottom down there too, at Coach KD Taylor. Or you can just look on Facebook at Coach Carl. I mean, on Facebook I'm Carl Taylor, man. Carl with the K Taylor. You'll see me on there with my beard. You can hit me up on Facebook, man. And let's just be friends, man. I need all the friends, all the prayers. Keep the prayers coming, man. Appreciate y'all showing up tonight. Appreciate the love, Kim. Like to see you again, Miss Ebony. And everybody, man, y'all just keep Miss Janet in your prayers too, because Miss Janet going through that brain stuff she got with her brain, man. So we got to keep her in our prayers, man. So she don't have to ask the Lord to work miracles, so she don't have to go back through another surgery. So shout out, man. I appreciate it, Brent, for inviting me on. I came in late, but I was tired, man. So I decided I needed to jump on and be with my brothers anyway. Y'all enjoy y'all, man. I love y'all, bros.
Likewise, my brother. Likewise.
And your link is in the chat. So if you're not subscribed to Coach Carl channel, the link is in the chat. Simple click over there, or you just type in On the Block Sport with Coach Carl. And definitely Miss Jen get better too.
Definitely, man. Likewise to my brother, Coach Carl. You know, it's always a blessing to see him back in good spirits and good shape. You know, that make my day seem easier. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ty, shout out to Jance, shout out to John, shout out to all the Bama Standard, shout out to Coach Al, shout out to my brother Piano Man, shout out to all the Bama Standard, Bama content creators, Justin, Clint, KB, just everybody, man. Shout out to Kimberly in the chat doing her things. And shout out to Ebony, man. Good to see Ebony back again. Shout out to young Noah. You know what I mean? The future is his, man. It's about his time. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ebony for real. We got Noah prayed up as we always do. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you back up in here, Ebony, man. I was wondering where you was at, man. Prayers for Janet. Prayers for Miss Jenny, who I met on Kyle's channel, who's going through some same thing. She going to chemo. Lost her hair, man, taking all his tests and stuff, man. You know, shout out to Janet, who going through stuff, man. It's just, it's tough, man, to see people who you met and share a love with you of a team and see them go through stuff, man. It's real tough, man. It's real tough. So keep everybody prayed up, man. Keep everybody prayed up because, man, tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. So stay prayed up. Love your neighbor, man. Don't worry about hating on them about some damn internet stuff like some of these people. Stay prayed up, bro. That's the biggest thing. Shout out to both Jasons, Walker and Oklahoma. Likewise, Ebony. You already know how it is, dog. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Forever. And you can find me at JMHO Sports Talk. Just my humble opinion right here on YouTube, man. Find me with B Sharp. You can find me on the Bama Standard with John, me and B Sharp. And you can find all of us together. You know what I mean? JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube.
And of course, Coach Sean's channel is right there in the comment section, right along with Coach Carl. Just hit that link and it'll just send you straight to their channel. Just hit that click. So it's just simple 2 clicks, depending if you're on the laptop or if you're on, maybe I think it's still clickable on the cell phone too. So just go on over there. Can't wait to see it. Said 24, it's ready. His name is Paul. Oh yeah, man. Definitely can't wait to see him go out there, make some plays, man, and write his own path, man. We definitely can't wait to see it, man.
And shout out to Jay Townsend too. Shout out to Uncle Jay Townsend, who got his own channels doing his thing. So proud of him. Much love to Jay Townsend as well, man. Bino, Susan, OG Ephraim, Kimberly, everybody. Shout out to Gil, wherever Gil is, man. Much love, JB, all the homies, man. Dwight, everybody, man. Love y'all boys to death and girls to death. Roll Tide to you all.
Oh yeah, man. Most definitely. Thank you all. And like I said, we'll be in here tomorrow night, 6:30. Dylan will be in the house, live. We got and I'm over here trying to cook up some stuff, man. I already told Coach Sean a few people that's pretty much already locked in, man. So y'all be prepared. It's gonna be like more people like everybody know around this sports, even some recruits showing love, man. But we got my guy on tomorrow. Tomorrow's his day, and we're gonna get it in. But
TPGRR, thank you so very much. Hit my boy Coach Carl as well. Hit Brinsky as well. And shout out to Lynn as well too, man. Appreciate all y'all. Lisa, Lynn, everybody.
He just sent me up earlier, says he already subscribed to my channel, so I appreciate the TP girl.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and make sure y'all, before y'all leave out, if you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button and also hit that subscribe button. Y'all already know, forever and a day, F them trees, F everything Auburn, all day, every day, except the people that I named in the past. And like I said, every week is gonna be somebody new that I don't want to be on that list. And let's add Tahad Pettiford on there, they point guard on there, because I met Tahad. Tahad is cool people. I like Tahad. It just so happened they just go to Auburn, man. I just can't stand
look at Kimberly. Look what you did to Kimberly. You got Kimberly to my F dude.
Hey man, they know what it is, man. We're gonna put it on the t-shirt. Don't be surprised.
Shy. I love that, Kimberly.
Don't be surprised if you see me with a shirt on one day. And Tez and them probably make somebody gonna make it. But as always, we're gonna catch y'all tomorrow, and y'all already know, roll damn tide.